Right guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do something different today. We're going to do a video on my mate Garry's Mark 8 Ford Fiesta ST. It's a 2018 plate. It's got a good spec on it, so we're just going to go through it, talk to him, because I know nothing about this car, so it's good for me as well to find out about different cars, and it's good for the viewers, different viewers, to come into the channel instead of just seeing my Astra all the time, because I can imagine that gets boring. It gets boring for me, so I'm going to do a quick cinematic now, and then we'll get straight into it with Garry. Right, so I'm here with Garry. There he is, big Garry. So basically he's going to explain a bit about this car, because I know absolutely fuck all. So Garry, tell me a bit about this car, what you know.
Well, Fiesta ST2 with the performance pack on it, so it's got a little bit extra than the standard one, in lovely moon dust silver.
Yeah, it is a lovely colour. Like in person, this looks really nice colour.
It's a far better colour than I thought it was going to be. I didn't want this colour originally, but I opted for this one.
Yeah, it looks really well.
Yeah. So 1.5 litre engine.
Yeah.
200 brake horsepower. 214 pound-foot torque.
214
pounds-foot. I don't know why it is in newton meters.
No, that's quite a bit for a 1.5, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier on it was a three-cylinder?
Three-cylinder, yeah, standard three-cylinder EcoBoost Ford engine.
Oh, for fair play, for a little engine that's putting out some power. You got any plans for this car? What's your plans for it?
I've got little bits. What I do with it is like I'm going to get little covers for the front ground covers, like wind deflectors and all that kind of stuff. Potentially thinking about a Miltech exhaust for it.
Yeah.
They sound, a valve Miltech exhaust sounds amazing on them apparently, so that could be in the pipeline, but we'll wait and see what happens.
Are you going to lower it or anything, or you just you like it how it is?
I quite like it how it is. I'm not a huge person when it comes to modding, unlike some people.
These wheels here, are they standard?
They are the standard wheels. The standard Ford wheels.
What size are they?
17-inch wheels.
Yeah, they're a decent size for a small car, aren't they?
Yeah. Some of I think the other ones on the ST3s are 18s. A bit bigger, to fill it out a bit more. I quite like them, the way they are.
Yeah, guys, I've heard this car, like, it's got a flap in the exhaust. I'll try and show you now. Like, for the car to come with a flap, try and show you, see it, yeah, it's down there. Is it that one as well? Yeah, basically there's a flap in there, and you can open and close it from inside the car, which I'll show you in a minute. Do a sound test and shit like that. How much did you pay for this car?
It was 15.5 grand.
15.5?
In March, yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad really, is it? It's a good little car. You got any plans to take it on track, anything like that?
I would like to do a track day in it at some point, but I'm not in any real rush to do it.
Yes.
It's an expensive thing to do.
Yeah.
It's just other stuff needs to. I'm trying to buy a house, so it's not.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not a priority.
Cars are just fucking money pits.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Even if you don't do anything to them, they're still money pits.
Exactly. Right. Is there anything? What can you tell me about the inside? Because I know nothing about the inside of these cars either.
Absolutely nothing.
Huh?
So we've got, it's quite nice in here. You've got the lovely B&O stereo system in it, which they've put a bass whipper in where the spare tyre is, which does sound amazing.
Does this screen here come as standard?
Yeah, it's standard on all the Fiestas. Unfortunately, it's not as if it's a unique thing for the ST, but it's quite nice having, because you've got your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto and stuff like that in it now. You can just plug your phone in and everything's there.
It's like a little iPad then, yeah.
Yeah, it basically becomes its own iPad sort of thing.
Now, I've sat in these seats here, guys, like, they are fucking comfortable. Like, I thought my VXR seats were comfortable, but them things hug you. Like, if you're a bit of a bigger lad, you're going to struggle fitting in them, I think.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, if you're much bigger, you'd probably struggle to fit in.
Yeah, because my arse...
I'm probably about the right size.
My arse was touching each side of the seat, and I'm not that big. Right, so what's the spec in here then? Like, what's it come with?
So it comes with your air conditioning, obviously heated windscreens, front heated seats at the front.
Heated seats, yeah?
Yeah.
No, my cars don't even have that.
Single zone, well, it's only like single zone, like climate control and stuff like that though, so it's not got your...
Yeah.
And a lot of Fords, but it's not a big car, so you don't really...
A start-stop button there, see?
Yeah, boy. The light comes on and everything.
There's a cool little car, this. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's very nice colouring. Like, I like... You got this carbon fibre.
It's carbon. I believe it's carbon fibre effect. I can't believe it would be...
Yeah, I don't think Ford would make a real carbon fibre unless it's a Mustang or something.
Yeah.
But no, it's really... It's nice colour inside. Like, it's not fucking over the top, is it? I like these little door... What do you call these? Door... Kick plates. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. You ever had passengers in the back? What's it like to have passengers?
If you're quite tall in your front seats, you're probably not going to want to sit behind for any real length of time.
Yeah.
But as I say, they do a 5-door version of it, so if you are having passengers in the back more often, you can opt for the 5-door version, make it a bit easier to get in and out of.
Yeah.
But I've only had like my brother in the back once, and he's about 6 foot, and he wasn't exactly comfortable, but we weren't going very far. So
sweet, right? Yeah. That's the interior, guys. Pretty sick interior. Like the whole car's really nice. Look, like the colour of it. I really rate it. Like if I didn't have the Astra, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably buy one of these. It is pretty nice. Right, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna get onto some exhaust sounds, do some pulls, things like that while we're here. Because well, we're going to show you that you can have this car loud or not loud, and apparently it pops and shit, so I want to hear this. Right guys, so this is standard without the flap engaged. Go on. It's a nice bit of tone to that, isn't there? Go on, open the flap now. Oh yeah, you notice the difference straight away. Is that the flap open? It's not popping. You might get some when you pull away. Yeah, so that's with the flap open. Sounds pretty nice for a standard car. Oh, that sounds nice. Right, Garry, yes. For the people who care about economy and things like this, what is this car like cost-wise?
To be fair, it's not costing me a hell of a lot of money. I've only had it since March, but fuel-wise it does pretty alright MPG. I'm averaging 48 at the moment.
48?
Yeah. I mean, I do drive it quite slowly if you're a bit more exuberant, but you can still do 40 pretty easy with it.
Yeah, I only get about fucking 30 if I'm lucky.
If you do long distances in it as well, you could possibly get to 50.
Yeah,
I've had it over 50 miles an hour before.
Now, insurance obviously is going to be different for everyone else, but like, how old are you?
I'm 25. I've been driving for 8 years. 8 years in November. And it's 600 quid for the year, just over.
Yeah, that's not a bad price for your age, is it?
No.
Obviously, that's going to change for everybody if you're younger, because a lot of younger drivers will be appealed to this car, like they were with was it Mark 7?
Yeah, Mark 7, Mark 7.5.
Yeah, so
everybody loves them. But
yeah, yeah, it's not. It looks really well. So, what about like tax and things like that then?
The tax is standard because it's after 2017 or 2018 or whatever it was. It's 150 quid a year. But that's across every new petrol and diesel car, so it's not as if it's...
Okay. Like, you haven't had this car long, so you don't know anything about servicing, things like that?
No, not really, no. It's due its first service pretty soon, so we'll probably update you on that.
Yeah, we'll give an update. I'll add it in the description when he tells me. Tyres, obviously you haven't done tyres, but roughly how much do you think for tyres?
Michelin Pilot Sports, so they're probably about 100 quid a corner.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
But that's probably some tyres, obviously fitted them's whoever you get fitting them.
Yeah.
I think I got black. I went and had a look on black circles, and they said it was about 100 quid a corner, which I didn't think was too bad.
Yeah. So cost-wise, this car's pretty for an ST. It's obviously a sporty car, but cost-wise, that's not bad really at all. Considering the front set of brakes for my car is going to set me back 600, maybe more. That's just for the brakes. That's probably more than most of your.
Probably get a whole set of tyres.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's the cost of the car. Obviously, for you guys who want to get one of these cars, it's not expensive, to be honest. Obviously, buying the car is dear, but
the only problem is at the moment as well is that they've gone up in value because of Brexit.
Oh yeah, sounds about right.
They have gone up in value, something serious.
Yeah. So that's the cost. So if you're looking to buy one, and you want a little sporty car, by the sounds of it, they're pretty cheap to run. So we're going to go out for a drive in the car now. I'm going to try and set my camera up the best I can, so if it is a bit fucking dodgy, I do apologise. Yeah, but we're going to go out, do some driving, just a little chat in the car and see what it's like, yeah? So catch it in the car. Right, so that's attempt 3 of trying to set this phone up on here. I just couldn't get it to stop fucking shaking. But should be alright now. Right, so basically, we're going to go for a drive in Garry's car. I do actually love this little Fiesta. It's a nice little car, as I've already said 1,000 times. But I'm just going to go for a drive. Hopefully, do you think you'll be able to hear it innit, if your flap's open?
Should do. Nobody hear it. I don't know if you'll hear it on the camera, mate.
So what happens when you press that button?
So the muffler at the back, back box. There's so the 2 exhaust pipes going about. One of them goes through the muffler,
okay,
and the other one with the valve in it just goes straight through.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you open the valve, obviously the exhaust is going straight through.
Okay. Does it do anything for performance, suspension? Does it change anything?
It does the
bit more torque or something. Like mine gives it a bit more torque when I press the VX. I got a big VXR button.
Up the VXRs.
As far as I
know, all it really does is upgrade the throttle response. It becomes more sensitive to it.
Yeah, I think that a bit more torque. That's what mine does. You just feel a lot. It feels a lot more responsive. Yeah.
It's got the race mode on it as well, which they turn around and say only do on a racetrack.
Where's the race mode?
So.
Race mode, that's what you want. You want race mode all the time.
Race mode all the time. Takes the traction control off.
You don't need traction control.
You've got your right foot, haven't you?
Exactly, you can brake. Oh, it's so raspy. Like my car doesn't even do that, and I got a fucking Cobra system. Sounds so good.
Stock exhaust, mate. That's all you need.
Yeah, it's nice. It's fucking really smooth as well. I'm really surprised.
You thought it'd be rougher?
Well, yeah, I was expecting it to be really like solid. Like you're in the sport mode now. I put my car in sport mode. I feel like I'm gonna break me back.
I don't think it does anything with suspension. I don't think it has got active suspension for it to do anything like that. So
yeah, well, it's just one less thing to go wrong. So
yeah, it is
another reason to buy this car.
They are a bit more comfortable than the old Mark 7.5 Fiestas.
Yeah, now talking about the old Fiesta, which one do you prefer? Like, which one do you think looks better, performance, like sport-wise?
Looks better. I'd probably say the old one probably looks better.
Yeah. Bit more. There's a bit more sporty. Yeah.
This one looks a bit more rounded, a bit more sort of like thing.
More modern. Like all these modern cars, they are.
Yeah, they all look the same. They all got the same sort of like design on. But sporty looking wise, I'd rather it looked like the old one. But this is so much more comfy because I end up having to do like long drives every now and again up to Scotland.
Yeah. So Garry works with me. I think I mentioned it earlier on. So yeah, we do a lot of travelling when we go home, back to work, like because we come from all over the country basically. So trying to run our cars on. How many miles is your trip?
My trip home.
Yeah.
By the time I've actually got home, come back, done some driving about, it was probably about a 1,000 mile round trip.
Yeah. So 1,000 miles if he goes home on a weekend. So imagine doing that. You don't do it every weekend, do you?
No, I hardly do it at all, really. But it's just like if I do go back to Scotland, it's near enough a 1,000 mile round trip.
Yeah. How many miles has this car done?
Just under 16,000.
Yeah, so it's fucking brand new still.
Essentially, yeah.
Six gear gearbox, by the way. So that's probably what helps you with the miles per gallon. You turn it. Yep. What's ESC?
Electronic stability control.
Might be. Yeah, that might be correct. Don't know what it does, but it's there.
Well, it controls how your.
Oh, the brakes are good as well. Fucking hell, brakes are really. That's really comfortable. Fair play. Like these seats. Yeah, see, Vauxhall. That's what you want.
It's a Pontiac with a big V8 in it.
Recaro ST seats. I think most ST Fords. I've had two Focus STs and they both had Recaros.
Yeah. If you go for the ST3, you get the leather one.
Yeah, that's what it was with the Focus ST. You got the ST2 was the bit more basic, and then you had the seats and that with the. To be honest, the heated leathers. They're good, but if you haven't got the heated bit, it's fucking cold in the winter.
Yeah.
So
leather's always like that.
If you're gonna have leather seats, get the fucking heated ones because otherwise you'll have freezing cold ass. I'm just trying to think of what else I can talk about in here because obviously I don't know the car, so I don't know. Like, is there anything else you can tell me? The lighting in here is very nice. Fuck no, that's having a shake.
It does have a
bit of a shake because we're on a bumpy road.
It's got a nice blue underglow at night.
Yeah, it's like it looks really nice in here. Give her a blip. Oh, you can't. I apologise for the camera shaking right now. We're going down some country lane and it's fucking bumpy. Yep, see, nearly crashed. So we're trying to do a YouTube video and we nearly ripped off someone's Ford Ranger. No thank you, nothing. Toss it. Right.
I did pick the right road for it, so.
I'm hoping when he does put his foot down we can hear what the exhaust sounds like.
There's a little bit up here where it should be pretty clear. If
Oh, fucking hell.
It's not always that kind. If you do hit the bumps, it can be.
Yeah, that was pretty sore. That. And that's a question I forgot to ask. How much is it? This is part of the say fueling bit. How much does it cost to fill this car from near enough empty?
Depending. Well, I prefer using either 99 or 97.
Yeah. Yeah. So if
that's my preference. That is. So you can. It's normally between 40 and 50 quid.
That's not bad, is it?
From the 3/4-ish. If you run it on 95,
I'm the same. I'll only use momentum or V-power. I won't use anything else.
Yeah, I'm a bit.
Yeah, I'm
it recommends BP, so it's just like.
I think most of the people who've got performance cars, they do use the Dia stuff.
You can run it on 95, and there's not much of a problem. But I've noticed since I started running it on the better fuel, it does run a bit smoother.
Yeah.
And you do get a bit more MPG.
It burns better. It burns better, so it's better for performance, I'm guessing. I don't actually know what it does. I just use it because
you're told.
Exactly. And it's especially meant to be better for like remapped cars and that, so that's why I mainly use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, not too bad to fill it up. So cup holders wise, you get 2 cup holders, is it?
2 in the middle.
2 in the middle.
Console, and then you've got like in the door pockets. You've got like a big one.
Is that in both or just yours?
Both sides. There's a bit of an angle, and you've got to put your hand down a little bit, but it's just like got a big like water bottle or something like that. You'll probably be able to fit it in there.
Quite a bit of storage area in here. I see there's a big space underneath the heater matrix. Got a little place for your coins under your handbrake. Yeah.
Loads of USBs as well.
Armrest. Does this armrest come in handy? Because it looks quite far away. On my car I can slide mine forward, but does yours slide forward?
See, mine doesn't slide forward, but I don't like using them. I don't like being sat there with them.
Right, open her up. We're going to open her up now a little bit. Hey, it pulls, doesn't it? Fair play. For 3-cylinder 1.5, that does pull very nice. Now, I think around the track I'd struggle. On the straight, I'd have, obviously. Yeah, you'd have. I'm going to have it because I've got fucking loads more horsepower. But on corners, when I was behind that Polo GTI the other day on the track, mate, comes to the corners, that little fucker was going like I could not keep up with him. But I got him on the straight eventually, but it took me about 3 laps to fucking actually get him. I'd imagine that'd probably be the same with this.
From what I've heard from a lot of like reviews and stuff like that, and they basically turn around and say this is one of the best handling hot hatchbacks on the road at the moment.
Yeah, I can feel it as you're cornering now. It just turns straight into it.
Yeah, there's only a couple that are probably. I mean, a lot of Renaults are normally quite good on the track, and then the new i20N. That's probably about on par with this.
So yeah,
it's good on the track.
If this is a new thing I'm doing, obviously it's my first one, so it's not going to be the best. But if there is some people out there who want me to do a review on their car, and you're happy to come to me or happy to be on the video, because at the minute I can't drive the car, otherwise I'd be driving this car right now. I am going to try and sort some insurance out for that. But if you want a review, and you don't mind being on the video, just give me a message and then we'll sort something out where you can come down, do some recording, we'll get your car on the channel. It just opens up the channel to different viewers, because obviously with my Astra, if I just post my Astra all the time, it's just going to be people who look at Astras, so this is why I'm getting other people's cars. And obviously I just get to learn about other cars as well, so it's good. And another thing I've just noticed about, you got a fucking compass on his screen here. Why is there a compass there?
I don't know.
At least you'll never get lost.
I don't know who was there in the meeting at Ford and decided we must have a compass, but...
Yeah. So we're now travelling north. Yeah. That's where you want to be. I'm down south at the minute. North's where it's at. No offence to you Southenders. Yeah, but pretty much. So pretty much we've covered everything here. Obviously you've got your normal things like glove box.
You got your own little shelf in there for your logbook and all that kind of stuff as well. So
that's quite handy, isn't it?
That's not taking up any extra space.
Got a set of paedophile gloves here. Yeah, but that's pretty much everything we've covered in this video. So basically this is the end. We're going to go back now. I'm going to get my car because I'm going to go for a nap because I'm absolutely knackered. Thank you to Garry for obviously taking me out in the car, giving me an opportunity to learn a bit about it. I will update on, what was it we were talking about? We're going to update on service cost. I will add that in the description in the future once he's done it. That's for you people who want to know how much it costs to service this thing. But other than that, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And obviously tell me what you think of the video. If it's shit, tell me it's shit. But yeah, I can't impress everybody. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.